They are carrying this. Oh my god, I can't believe it. Welcome to Mali, the 8th largest country in Africa and the land of the city of Timbuktu, which has crept into the daily slang to mean a distant and an outlandish place. I am Sunny, an Indian motorcyclist and photographer, and I am doing Africa on Apache. The TVS Apache RTR motorcycles are made in India and exported around the world, including the Republic of Mali in Africa. Reliable, affordable, and stylish motorcycles are extremely important in many countries in Africa, considering they are in a developmental stage. In fact, North Mali has some of the best off-roading motorcycling experiences in the world. I landed in Mali from the country of Senegal. Mali would be the third country with TVS Apache after Egypt and Senegal. Chariots will be here to pick me up. This is Bamako. Bamako is the capital of Mali. And it was significantly different from Dakar in terms of hotter temperatures and sort of desolatish look. I immediately headed to the TVS showroom where there was a grand flag-off planned. I soon discovered that the hot climatic conditions did not stop Malians from enjoying the outdoors. The event saw a lot of motorcyclists and TVS importers interact before we head out for a rally around the city of Bamako. What followed was pure fun on two wheels, and many times just one. As in each country of Africa that I am visiting, Mali also had a couple of local riders and stunters taking me around. But this was just the introduction. We rode around 40 kilometers away from Bamako to Tienfela after this insane ride with the Apaches. I realized that the small rally that we did was just a teaser. This was the real deal. Lot of big capacity motorcycles and cars being thrown around like toys, insane energies, but the TVS Apache RTRs still rule the roads. It showed how well built they are. What is exactly happening here?
What is happening is really stunning. People are lifting motorbike here as a passion.
Yeah.
Accidents are frequent. Really. But
people are not wearing gear.
They're not wearing helmets, no gear.
But I must say they have got skills, they have got insane skills. 1200 GS, S1000 RRs, 100 cc's, God, it is like crazy.
Yeah, really crazy.
Crazy. This is the word, crazy.
Yeah.
And that marked the end of an amazing day in Mali. I could have never imagined a country known for political instability and poverty could have so many motoring enthusiasts. This was a real revelation. Another day in Africa. The sun comes up high and fast along with temperatures. Bamako has a lot of under construction roads and unpaved roads as well. dust, traffic, heat, and generally a lot of hullabaloo everywhere. But it is also strangely colorful at the same time because of the people's attire. But there is a place close by where people of Bamako go to escape the heat. The Manding Mountains near the town of Sibi, which is around 50 kilometers away. The views and rock formations are unbelievable. And that is when I got another surprise. Children and youngsters playing football under the hot sun with dust everywhere. It was as if they had befriended the hostile weather. It was quite something fellow Malian stunters did their thing while they played and watched them. For a moment, you forget how poor and trouble-ridden this country is. The Manding Mountains stretch all the way to the country of Guinea, with heights reaching up to 1500 feet above sea level, with some amazing sandstone erosion rock formations that are held sacred by the Mandinka people.
Look at this view here that we have with the TVS Apache. Two of these, the 180 and the 160. And not only that, I have two motorcyclists here and two people here. This guy, this giant guy, he can actually practically lift the bike with his hand if he wants. So don't mess with him. And literally he's called Shobaga, which means kind of a sorcerer that can do anything with a motorcycle. And we have ATT Junior. He's a very well-known artist. He's a comedian as well as an artist. He does everything solo on the stage around the world. So his art is, with his artistry, is with his mind, his, what he speaks, what he does. His artistry here is what he can do with the motorcycle. But talking about the TVS Apache, if you see them doing stunts, you won't believe that this is just a 160cc motorcycle, this is a 180. So this is what, Apaches are. Like, they are such a high performance motorcycles, great bang for buck. It was mind blowing, and before you start saying all these stunts, they should not be doing stunts without helmet, without riding gear. See, you need to understand, this is a different country. They have their own culture. We can't tell them, don't do this, don't do that. When in Rome, do like the Romans. The kind of talent that they have, of course, it's dangerous riding. I think they will take their own course of time, like we did in India, to actually become a more safer riding country. Behind me is an arch made out of stone. I don't know how it came to be, but
the arch formation is said to be the result of a spear throw by Kamajan Kamara, a legendary figure in Malian history, to show his power to his friend Sundaita Kaita, who is also said to be the founder of the Mali Empire. There are many other legends associated with Mali, the biggest one perhaps being Mansa Musa, who is widely regarded as the richest man in history, with his wealth being more than $400 billion as a conservative estimate. Where all the wealth and money has gone, no one knows. After coming down from Sibi, there were a few more things you can see in Bamako.
This is perhaps one of the most important places in Mali right now in Bamako, in the capital of Mali. And this here is a monument dedicated to the first president of Mali, Modibo Keïta. You can't really talk about Mali without actually taking his name. Even the airport is named after him. And it is very important because he was the one who actually had a lot of hand in getting the freedom in 1960 from France that Mali achieved. And also after that, he also had a lot of things to contribute to the country, and that's why he's also called the father of independence of Mali. Behind me is a golden statue of him. We also have a car that belonged to him. This area is considered to be a matter of pride for all Malians here. Of course, right now I'm here with the TVS Apache RTR. The quality, the reliability, and the passion which people they actually see the Apache here is unbelievable. And if you've watched this video so far, you would know how people are actually using the Apache for enjoying rides, for stunting. And this is what actually Apache was always trying to portray. It's a fun machine, it's a performance machine, it's a stylish machine. Behind me is a wall depicting the first Malian money. Now they're using CFA. You pronounce it as CFA, but it's written as XOF. So basically, that is a West African franc. Basically, in back in those days when France had a lot of colonies here, the different countries, they wanted to have a standard currency, so they introduced francs, and that has carried on till today. The language, the currency. So the impact of the colonizers has been immense. But the fact is that now Mali is independent, and now they have this road ahead in which how they will develop themselves.
The Monument of Independence in central Mali is a representation of Mali's freedom from the colonizers, and it also serves as a place where events and gatherings happen. Monuments celebrating independence and a hopeful future along with unity of African nations are commonplace in many African nations. They serve to be powerful and resilient beacons of the fact that many African nations are working hard to develop and have a suitable and sustainable bright future despite the atrocities committed on them by their colonizers. Motorcycles are one of the biggest ways one can celebrate freedom. And every time a Malian rides a TVS Apache RTR, it makes my heart swell in pride considering such a world-class product is made in a country that was itself colonized for decades. Bamako is a relatively flat city with not many tall buildings. But it does have a few interesting ones like Cathedral of Sacred Heart of Bamako and a few modern ones as well. The tallest building in Bamako is the Tower BCAO at 262 feet height. However, Mali, as many African countries, is predominantly Muslim. And not far from the cathedral is the Mosque Maison d'Allah, which is one of the largest in Bamako. Mali in general seems to be a very religiously tolerant country.
If you look at this, they are very colorful. And one thing I've realized that people like to dress very colorfully in general in Africa, especially, these buses over here. They are very creative. You will see an Apple logo, Puma logo, and those big brand logos painted on it. It's fun exploring Bamako, which is actually a very crowded city, a lot of traffic, very less honking. If you listen, there are hardly any horns, which is unbelievable here in Bamako.
Along with football and motorcycling, bodybuilding and fitness is also big in places like Bamako, and it also exudes positivity just like motorcycles for the youth. So we decided to do an open air gym perched on hilltop overlooking Bamako with a twist.
Here, just like the Apache, he is also muscular. And please flex your muscles, man.
Another day gone in Mali. Another sunset. Some amazing memories in a far-flung country with the TVS Apache. The next morning held something very interesting. I decided to get at least something to blend in with the locals. So I got a poncho.
We can find this in Mali,
Okay.
in particular, and in Africa
Okay.
in general. Yes.
And I think it suited me well.
भाई कहाँ जाना है? So this is what we have been used to seeing in India. This is a TVS three-wheeler which is also sold here in Mali along with the Apache RTR. And now this is a livelihood of people, and it is amazing to see that so many products from TVS here. And not only for TVS, I mean in general, India is enabling Africa to progress, to grow to another level. And here is one more TVS bike here, which so a lot of people are using TVS. This is also TVS, the scooter. So so many TVS vehicles here.
And now it was time to ride into the Bamako Artisan Market, which is a great place to acquire some hard to find things like masks and voodoo items. There, I enjoyed finding something, and haggling is expected by both sides. I collect a lot of things around the world.
Right now, I'm in the biggest artisan market here in Mali, which is in Bamako. Everywhere you look, there are people actually creating stuff. Amazing things like masks, sculptures, figurines. Welding work is going on, aluminum, a lot of different kind of metals. And this is actually reminds me quite like of our own India, because we are also very rich in handicrafts. And this is a very overwhelming, beautiful place to be. If you are into collecting souvenirs and stuff, you never know, you might find something which has magical powers.
India and Mali is a friend.
Yes.
Yes.
No, Amitabh Bachchan.
Huh?
Amitabh Bachchan.
Amitabh Bachchan.
Bachchan?
Yeah, I don't know him personally, but yes.
Amitabh Bachchan, I'm lucky from Amitabh Bachchan for TV long time,
Yeah.
long time.
Ay sala.
Now he
wait.
now.
Ay sala. क्या बात है यार? एकदम शानदार.
Namaste. Namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Ay sala.
Amitabh Bachchan is my friend.
Amitabh Bachchan. Guys, so I am, I think, 70% African now. It's very difficult for me to stand here because of the stench. Can't even speak. Everywhere you see, there are basically dead animals, reptiles, birds. There are a certain set of people who buy this, who practice voodoo and other kind of magic and religions. And it is an open market. Anyone can come and buy. And I don't know how to explain this. There are hedgehogs, rattlesnakes, king cobras, big bones of animals, unidentified, I don't know. Lizards, there are porcupine needles. All sort of things are there, but the birthplace of voodoo is not here. It's actually, I think, in Benin, where I'll be going, and I think 2 countries away. I will be visiting the much bigger markets over there, and it's just a reminder that all sort of things exist, and even after animals die, there is life for them, there is use for them. So I'm going to do something which I've never done in my life, right? To hold this is, I don't know, it's like, oh God. And this is a head of a crocodile or an alligator, I don't know. Baby alligator. And this is preserved with salts.
The Tower of Africa is a museum and a representation of everything that is supposed to be common and unite all countries in this supercontinent. At the top of the tower, there is an observation deck with the outline of a map of Africa. It will be befitting to end my short sojourn in Mali with the TVS Apache RTR at a place where the future of this nation is being built. A football field. And then a short boat ride with my TVS Apache RTR on the Niger River as the sun sets. The Niger River is one of the longest rivers in the world that starts in Sierra Leone and drains 4,200 kilometers away in Nigeria, with one of the most unusual boomerang paths of any major river in the world. If you are an overland traveler, I hope you enjoyed this brief introduction to Mali. And don't forget to say hello from Timbuktu. Ride safe, ride hard.